Hi beauty fam, welcome back to MikiCarrBeauty. I'm Miki Carrico. Today I'm going to unbox and do a look inspired by this product. I'm doing a lilac-inspired makeup look, which if you're interested then keep watching, but if you want to see an unboxing of this beautiful PR gift, these 42 to 49 large round Eternity roses in the color lilac in the white classic hat box, then keep watching. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe and click the notification bell for all, and then comment and like below. It helps out engagement on my channel. Let's do an unboxing of this beautiful PR that I received from Venus at Fleur. Okay, beauty fam, this is what I got in PR, a beautiful arrangement from Venus at Fleur. And they are flowers. So if some of you follow me on Instagram and YouTube, I polled and asked you all what color I should pick. And there was 4 that I was looking at, and this is the one that I landed with. The delivery person did follow directions. Sometimes my packages are treated roughly by delivery folks, but thank you for delivery folks for treating this package with so much care. It did arrive this side up, was not stacked, carefully placed on my front door. And so this is what it looks like. Beautiful. Can you see? Oh, I can't wait to unpack this. So let's see what it says. Venus at Fleur. And I'll get in a little bit closer. Beautiful cardstock. Miki, we're excited to share our timeless, one-of-a-kind luxury Eternity flowers with you. XX Venus at Fleur. Beauty fam, I am so excited. This is my first PR Eternity de Venus, and there's instructions on how to care for the roses. Do not water them. Using any water will immediately damage the roses. If dust collects after a few months, use a duster to lightly swift away the dust. Keep the arrangement in a controlled temperature environment, 60 to 70 degrees. Do not place anything on top of the roses as they are very delicate, even the lid. And do not remove the roses from their box. Their box is their vase. Avoid direct contact to sunlight. And you can follow them on the web, their Instagram handle, and Twitter. So that is beautiful packaging. Thank you, Venus at Fleur, for the beautiful greeting, the card, and the package. So let's get into it. So this is what they sent me. This is some of their PR packaging. Venus at Fleur, the original Eternity roses. And then these are ways to connect with them. And you can join their list by texting Venus to 31438. There's also a QR code that you can also scan. And then you get a $20 credit and receive $20 value in points when you join the rewards program. It says to remove the inner lining shell from the shipping carton by lifting the side flaps, which are these. It's a two-step process. So I'm lifting this box. Okay, so there's clips on each side. So at the bottom there are these clips one wants to carefully remove, and it's simply you just pull it out. Oh, it came unhitched. Okay, what it was an anchor, so the flower arrangement would stay stable in transit. And now I'm just lifting the box ever so carefully. Okay, so I'm getting in closer so you can see. I'm going to remove the top so you can see how just beautiful these flowers are. Look how gorgeous this is. Can you just tell? This is absolutely my favorite color, just purple lilac. So these are the roses. Just want to show you just how gorgeous they are. The arrangement and how it was delivered was excellent in service, very secure, and delivered very quickly. I would have to say the quality of the flowers is excellent, the best I've seen, and you can smell that they are roses. They are 100% real roses. They range from 42 to 49 Eternity roses in a large round hat box, which is basically the vase, and you do not remove the roses from the hat box. They come in about 16 options for the hat box, ranging from classic style, which I ended up getting a classic white. You can also get them in suede and marble. And there are about 24 colors of roses you can choose from. These flowers would make a beautiful birthday gift or anniversary gift, also for bridal events and weddings.
and other special events. I've actually used these in my living room as a centerpiece, but also in my makeup vanity space as a treat to myself. The Eternity flowers are 100% real, fresh cut and grown from countries around the world, including Ecuador and Japan. The roses will last over a year, and they ship nationwide to more than over 50 international countries.
So, because I ended up getting these beautiful lilac Venus et Fleur roses, look how gorgeous they are. Obviously, lilac is one of my favorite colors, and what I'm going to do is try to come up with an all purple look, or at least like lilac purple inspired makeup. I actually pulled, to start off my base, the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. It is definitely one of my favorite primers. Beautiful lilac bottle. And I ended up getting a larger size for their beginning, or their kind of like their lucky box sale in Japan. So at the beginning, they usually have a sale at the beginning of the year, and then I ended up getting these products, and this is definitely one of my favorite primers. It's so good. It just makes everything that goes on my face look really, really silky smooth. I'd say it's like a soft matte, soft focus finish for this primer. And then for SPF, I always love this one. This is so good. This is the Tatcha Silk Sunscreen Hydrating Mineral Shield, and it has SPF 50 PA++++. The only downside of this is the packaging. The packaging is horrible. You can see that it's starting to fall apart, and I'm going to decant this because I love this primer so much because it's a 2-in-1. It's a primer and also an SPF, and the primer on this is just beautiful. But I wanted to use this today because I didn't want to deal with this coming off. So what happens if I touch this and I use this primer, there will be these purpley gold flecks all over my face and makeup. And I wanted to show you this Tatcha Silk Canvas, which is a putty version of this. This reminds me a lot of the Danessa Meyer Exploring Balm Powder. Similar consistency. Not as big, but it's, here, I'm going to show it to you. So how I like to use that, I like to use it on where I have big pores, and that's generally kind of like this area. And if you're not new to Tatcha, a lot of their products are this lilac purple color. Just love it. The Lucky Bag purchase, a lot of the products came in this. I think it was like a gift with purchase bag, and I've actually used this a lot. I have my primer down. I'm going to do a little bit of what they call underpainting. I actually want to do some like contouring here. This is the Milk Makeup Sculpt Stick, and this is in the shade Stoked. It's so small, it's hard to see. So Stoked, and it's the Soft Sculpt. And when I got this, at first I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so small. But the thing is, like, you don't need a lot. So I'm just kind of going ahead and sculpting underneath. And then I'm going to grab this other product. I haven't used this all summer because also another container kind of packaging faultiness. So this was like one of my favorite foundations from last year, but no matter whether I lay it flat or up, this foundation just gets so messy. So I'm going to also kind of decant this. So what I'm going to do is actually wipe it up a little bit. So this is what it looks like, this product. This is the shade Vanuatu. And this was like one of my favorite foundations from last year. It's just so beautiful. It's like, we'll see if it holds true still. I'm grabbing one of my Real Techniques foundation brushes. This is the foundation blender. You can get these at Ulta. And anything I'm using on my face, I try to put the links down below in my Shop My Link. This is so good for like full coverage foundations. It's synthetic. And as you can see, this foundation is actually a little bit too light. I actually got darker this past year because in the winter months I went to Hawaii for vacation, and I never lost the summer tan from 2022. So I just kept on getting deeper and deeper, which I love. And living here in the Pacific Northwest, I feel like I've lost a lot of my natural tan and melanin. And so I actually think
this shade is not an accurate shade match anymore. And that's happened with a lot of my foundations. So I do think for sure it's too light. But you can see it's such a beautiful foundation. Okay, so some of that contouring disappeared. What I like to do then is, like, I tried that underpainting. You see a little bit of the contouring here. What I'm going to do is just take this Westman Atelier. This is, they call it the contour stick. Yeah, Face Trace Contour Stick in Truffle. And it's this. So let me do a little quick swatch. This is the contour stick in Truffle. Milk Makeup Contour Stick and Stoked. So one's definitely more gray, definitely for contouring. This is great, but this is like a bronzer contour. I prefer the consistency of the Westman Atelier. It's just much more creamy, but I have to watch it because it has some, I think, derivatives of coconut oil, which if you're allergic or have sensitivities, you just got to be careful because sometimes it's not it's an issue for some people. Okay, so what's really nice about this stick is that it just, I think it blends better than the Milk Makeup. Can you see that? It's just, the other one disappeared. I also think that Milk Makeup is starting to dry up on me, and it's like a little bit too tacky that it might be pulling some of the makeup when I'm using it, whereas this just blends in really beautifully. There's like still emolliency in there. Oh, that's so pretty. That's by far my favorite Westman Atelier product, is that contour stick. So now I'm getting more color and shape back into my face, and that's what I'm going to have to do. A lot of my foundations are much too light for me now, which, you know, I do luxury makeup and even like mid to high end. This stuff is expensive, so I'm going to use it. So what I have to do is figure out is like the workaround. Okay, I'm going to curl my eyelashes, which with my Shiomura lash curler I have from Becca Cosmetics, the under eye brightening corrector. Just take a little bit and just tap it underneath, and you can see, ta-da, just this like instant correcting before I put on my concealer. And then I'll go into next the concealer, Phyto Serenus Eclat Sisley shade 4. This is the eye concealer with botanical extracts using my soft concealer by Sonia G. This is part of that Fusion series. And she has kind of like two brushes like this that can be used for under eye concealer. And this is one of them. This is the one that's a bit more kind of like a finger. The other one's more, it's like a flat, thick kind of bristle. Whereas I feel like this one kind of imitates the finger more. To Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. And I'm just using a Wayne Goss brush number 2. This one, it says a squirrel hair. And then going into this pan and then kind of tapping any extra and just tapping that into my eye area. And just doing this because I tend to have big pores right here. So just that area I'm powdering down. Looking nice. So we're going to start with the Sydney Grace one. This one, which is Jewel Bee. And then I'm going to use that all over my lid. So taking a Sonia G Crease 2 brush and then going into Jewel Bee in the Tiny Marvels palette. I love Sydney Grace shadows. Okay, I'm just grabbing a Chikuhodo brush. This is a squirrel hair brush. This is the eyeshadow brush, and it's shaped like this. Here we go, shaped like this. So I like to go in and kind of like put it on its edge. This is one of my favorite brushes. Like you can do an easy application like flat like this, or you can just turn it on its edge to get more of a defined crease, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, that's a great base. I think I'm actually going to take a little bit of maybe these deeper purples. This is from Koi. And then I'm grabbing the Byredo one. There's like the shimmery one that's deeper here. Oh, that's pretty. Or this one. Taking a Hakuhodo brush. I don't remember what number this is. It's a dome-shaped brush. And then going into this matte shade here and just rolling it in a little bit. And then just popping that in the V for some dimension. And taking that previous brush and then just diffusing it, the color a bit. And I actually think this color is so nice. It's a creamy color, so I'm actually going to use this one. I might use a combination of this one and then the Eczema French. So this is by Rado's. This is, I think she was still at Byredo when they came out with this palette. Pretty. And then I'm going to use my finger and go into this one here. It's slightly brighter, so I'm putting that on the inner third of my mobile. And then I'm grabbing some of this color here. And I use my fingers a lot, just so you know, because I like to have a little bit more of an impact. And I want to see if I can use this as a topper. I'm not sure if I can. Well, it says a little bit coming up on there. I'm actually going to take this shimmery shade here. This is the Koi palette from Viseart. A deeper purple from the Koi palette, and then taking the Sony G flat definer brush. And then using that same deeper shade and just kind of using that as a top liner. I'm going to use another purple liner anyway. Okay, so I think I'm almost done with the eye look. I'm just going to use an eyeliner. This is the Gucci eyeliner in Amethyst. And then just use it on my top line. And then I'm going in with this Surratt Autographique liquid liner. It's actually a deeper purple, and I'm gonna wing out the rest of this eye look. Some mascara and finish up my lashes, and then taking my Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara. Such a great volumizing mascara. This is the closest to lilac I'm gonna get. This is the Suqqu lip treatment wrapping lip in 101. It's pretty much like a lilac, but it's kind of like clear. Let me show you. Do you see that, the shift? You can barely see it on my lips, but I'm gonna put it on because I want to moisturize my lips. I've been using this product nonstop all summer, and it's a limited edition, so once it's gone, but that's okay. I gotta use my products. I have this Kulfi Lucky Lotus Purple Cream Blush, and it's not really lilac, but because it's purple, what happens, it turns much lighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pat it around so you can see how that's going to look so pretty. And then I'm going to take this Lotus Series brush. This is the cheek brush here, and I'm going to just put a little bit on. I'm actually going to start here because I have to clean up that mascara. Isn't that pretty? And I actually have some left over on my finger, so I'm just gonna. So, Lucky Lotus here, no Lucky Lotus. Oh, such a pretty color. Blush, but it's the closest thing to a purpley blush. So pretty. Do you see that? But what I am going to do, because I'm extra, I'm going to go into this Pat McGrath Venusian Sunrise Lavender and Cool Pink. Because what happens is this is a liquid blush. It's not going to set down. So I'm just going to swirl and twirl this and then put that on top. Oh, it's just so pretty. Just adds an extra layer of prettiness. And I over blush, so that's okay. Because what I'm going to do is actually kind of powder that down a bit for my contour. So what I'm going to do is actually take some of this, and I just end up using both. Super soft. Nice. Okay, so I have way too much cheek product on, And what I'm going to do is actually buff it out to my finishing powder, because loose powder is definitely still different than finishing powder. Using that same brush, and I'm actually just more stippling this in. So the last thing I want to do, I showed you this on my lips, and that's like a nice lilac look, but if I want to do a little bit of a purpley look still, I grabbed my Suqqu Lip Fog. It's this product in the color 03 YT Jigo, and this is like a purple berry. And I actually put the label on because I can't read Japanese and these are hard to see otherwise. But this color, I'll swatch it for you so you can see. It's like a pretty berry color. So what I'm going to do is actually just layer it right over this Suqqu, because I want it sheared out. And then what I do is just like, I like to just take my finger and blend in the color a little bit more, just to make it a little bit, you know, just blend it out. And so to me, this looks a little bit too berry when, you know, I love to mix my products. You know me, I'm going to go back into this. And I'm just kind of curious, how is this going to look on the lips? What if I put some purple on there? Why not? This is that Kulfi. Oh, yeah. Yes. Do you see how that made that a little bit purple? I have no idea if this is supposed to be just blush. But it's makeup, so this is the fun part. I love this more as a lip stain. This is so pretty. It's got this pinky purple shift. I think I am done with this look. I didn't do my eyebrows, but I think everything else looks so pretty. I'm gonna take my hair down because this is the final look. Okay, so I'm back and my final look is completed. I'll get in close so you can see. I really wanted to create a lilac pretty look because I ended up getting these beautiful flowers in PR from Venus at Fleur's. So I'm going to show you what this look looks like with me holding this beautiful, these beautiful flowers. I actually raised the shades so I could get better light because I'm going to show you these beautiful Venus at Fleur flowers, these roses next to my finished lilac look. So again, I got this in PR, and look at this, beauty fam. Look how beautiful these roses are. I'm just going to get up close so you can see. So I ended up getting from Venus at Fleur the large round package. This retails for $399, and it's approximately 42 to 49 Eternity roses. And these roses, I believe, are sourced in Ecuador. And you get a choice of the color and style of hat box that you want. And I ended up getting it in the white classic. You can also get it in black, a blush shade, but then you can also get pink suede, gray suede, black suede, and then they have some marbling kind of patterns as well. For me, I just wanted things to be simple. I love lilac so much. They actually have another color called Dusty Lavender, which is like a more muted color, and I'm going to guess it might be kind of like this color, but I wanted like a lilac-y pink. So I love it. I love it. I love it. It smells so beautiful. And it really does smell like roses. So then I looked up on their website how the process of how they do this. They use a proprietary non-toxic solution and color pigmentation process to keep the freshness of these roses. They get treated with non-allergenic wax and natural oils, and they get soaked in dye to give the flowers a natural, long-lasting color. I got these very quickly, and I've actually ordered for other, not myself. This is the first time I've ever gotten kind of this type of product where it's the long-lasting roses. I've actually given my sister from a different company, and I'm so pleased. To me, this was like the like this is like the Rolls Royce of preserved flowers, in my opinion. So I am just over the moon. And if you want to know more about these flowers, drop any questions you have below my channel. And thank you again to Venus at Fleur's for the beautiful gift and PR. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that gift. And then thank you, all of you watching. I appreciate you as well for watching and being subscriber to my channel and commenting. Couldn't do this without you, so thank you, thank you. I have so much gratitude for you all. Thank you, and as always, please be very kind to yourself and others, and just be you. Until the next video, beauty fam, take good care. Bye.